Denver Broncos, Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. I'm the man in the dark now, the head in the dark. Been on the road. I don't want to delay this broadcast, so I'm doing it from the road while I'm eating dinner, believe it or not. I just got off of a mountaintop in Locksboro, Colorado. So, literally. So, I'm going to shovel food in my face, probably hand it off to you to talk, listen to what you have to say. But I want to get into, with this game, a couple of things. One, about the defensive aspect of this versus the offensive aspect, and also how it seems like when we're in the rich, we're forced into the rich Scangarello West Coast system, we seem to thrive. I also want to talk about up and coming players versus the duds we have as starters. Also, we could talk about how the Kenny Young's impact on this defense. Simmons getting beat relentlessly, like we said it was going to happen. Also, we need to talk about how the receivers that got paid so much made a big difference in this game. So you've got notes. I'm going to shove food in my face as I haven't ate all day. I'm a traveling salesman. I make a meager living selling meagers out on the road. So go ahead, go through your show notes and Colby, start this thing off. You got the floor.
Okay. So I'm going to be talking about the last point that you said, with the wide receivers that we paid roughly $84 million to two combined players, Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick. So to all the John Elway followers and STR Kool-Aid drinkers, how did those two make an impact in this game?
Good point.
How did they make an impact? I've saw time and time again Cortland Sutton, especially, slow down on his routes when they did try to pass, and Teddy Bridgewater was beat to shit. And this proves my point that I said to a commenter that didn't respond back, about how I want to dedicate the time and resources to fix these lines. And we saw two players, actually three, my apologies, that made a direct correlation impact to the line for the Denver Broncos ultimately winning their matchups. Okay. That is Quinn Bailey, who is a third string left tackle. Okay. This guy shouldn't even be dressing up in this game. But we have the Feel Good fans, STR, and all the John Elway followers telling people like me and you that know football and know the film that Calvin Anderson and Garrett Bowles make an impact on this offensive line. Yet Quinn Bailey came into the game when Calvin Anderson got hurt and ultimately solidified the left side of the line with Netane Moody, who was a 6th, 7th round draft pick from Fresno State by Mike Munchak. Okay. And also there's a guy that I said time and time again should have been the starting center or the starting right guard. And he's proven me right each and every week. And that is Quinton Miners. Quinton Miners started off slow in this game, but then he settled down and got his act together and played outstanding football. Okay. And Cameron Fleming as well. He had some bumps here and there, but Cameron Fleming over Bobby Massey, I will take every time. Okay. So before.
Oh, by the way, Sports Talk Radio was trashing Fleming out.
Oh, okay. But STR was telling us that the two contracts that we gave roughly $84 million to are going to make an immediate impact on this roster and bring an Aaron Rodgers into this organization, right? Is that what they said?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and those are the idiots that don't know football and they just don't know jack shit because they get their talking points from Dove Valley. So I don't want to hear anything about how those two players helped win this game for the Broncos, okay? This game came down to the Rich Scangarello, Mike Munchak offense after Teddy Bridgewater got beat to shit. Okay? There's a difference. Okay? I said every time, and I have a track record of this for the past 2 years, saying that you need to run the Rich Scangarello, Mike Munchak offense because it ultimately works with this offense. And what did we see in the game today? They had to stick with it because, number one, their receivers, the two receivers that everybody likes to praise, weren't doing jack shit. They weren't getting out. They weren't able to beat their coverages. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like to believe that or not. Those two players suck today. And I'm going to call out Cortland Sutton. Stop stopping on your fucking routes, man. You got paid. Now me and him are we're gonna keep you accountable. We're gonna expect more out of you. Okay? Because you have dedicated roughly $85 fucking million to two players on that offense that, for me personally, doesn't make or break whether you win games or a Super Bowl or not. That's not a proper way to build an NFL team. The proper way of building an NFL team has been something that's been proven right and right again, and this game proved it. What happened when Justin Herbert was getting pressured in a schematic way today? What happened to him?
He got confused.
Who got him off that spot? Vic Fangio, and how creatively he was blitzing Justin Herbert or Abear. Okay,
You need to fire that guy.
Yeah. And you guys want to fire Vic Fangio, right? And you guys tell me that John Elway isn't in this organization. He's a man in the dark like this man is right now. He's a man in the dark. He doesn't exist. Yet, what happened when we ran the 3 wide receiver sets? What happened?
Went down the toilet.
Yeah, went down the toilet. You got Teddy Bridgewater hurt once again, and the Denver Broncos are the only team in the National Football League to get Teddy Bridgewater hurt twice in his same year. Okay? So don't sit here and attack us when we know what we're talking about, okay? This game they were forced to run that game plan on offense. They were forced to. Because Teddy Bridgewater and that offensive line, in terms of pass protection, when it ultimately came down to it, went to shit when Reisner was in there. Oh, and he got beat again. Shocker. Because I think he's regressed because of the Shurmur system.
Yeah.
So, just taking all of this collectively that we're talking about here, this game came down to trench play at the end of the day. And it wasn't Draymond Jones getting double teamed every time to help Deshaun Williams and Jonathan Cooper and all that bullshit that STR and you, the fans, like to spew. It wasn't that. Draymond Jones, okay, wasn't out of this world today, okay? It was the creativity of Vic Fangio that made him look good today, okay? I don't want to hear any of your guys' bullshit.
Did Draymond Jones actually look good?
In some, he looked good in spurts. And that's a guy that you guys compare to an Aaron Donald and a DeForest Buckner?
Yeah, we don't.
So being good in spurts is good enough for you, the STR Kool-Aid drinkers, and you, the John Elway fuckboys out there. You guys ultimately love that shit. You just like Justin Simmons in spurts. You just like Draymond Jones in spurts. You like Garrett Bowles in spurts. You like Graham Glasgow in spurts. You like Tim Patrick, Cortland Sutton in spurts. That's what you like. I like consistency. If Miners and Moody have one thing in common, and also Chad Stearns, and also Baron Browning and Kenny Young, and Ronald Darby to some degree. What do they all have in common? They are consistent in their play. They don't do it in spurts. They are consistent when they are on their game.
How about that guy on the Chargers that came back from injury and he was like everywhere?
Oh, Derwin James, who's a better safety. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, Derwin James. I said it. Derwin James is a better safety than Justin Simmons.
They're not even in the same universe, those two. When have we ever seen Justin Simmons have a game like James had? When?
Never.
Yeah, never.
And
you know, we're cheerleading. We're cheerleading too many crap players.
Yep. So what also was a direct correlation in this game? What happened to the middle of the field in this game? Who neutralized it? Baron Browning, who I think he's coming into his own. I think he's getting better each and every week. And he's consistent. He's getting to know this defense. And Baron Browning and Kenny Young are better than Josie Jewell and Alexander Johnson. It's not even a fucking question. They're way better than those two. They're those two players and these two and Alexander Johnson and Josie Jewell and Baron Browning and Kenny Young. You put those two players side to side on this defense. What? Wait, you're going to tell me that Alexander Johnson's the next Al Wilson, okay? Baron Browning looked more like Al Wilson today, you freaking morons. Kenny Young has been a Danny Trevathan 2.0, yet you guys want to drum him out of town. Mile High reports saying that he's only good in Madden. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Okay, this isn't Madden.
Who's good at Madden?
Kenny Young. He's not
only good in Madden.
Yeah, he's not good on the field. Kenny Young is only good in Madden.
Oh wow.
And that's who you're listening to. Okay?
Yeah, these they like to hear themselves talk a lot, don't they?
Well, I just want consistency from an offense and defensive line. And you guys want to just cram down our throats. Graham Glasgow, another Ron Leary. You guys want to cram Garrett Bowles down our throat. You've been doing it.
Whatever John Elway. It's whatever John Elway wants. I'm sorry about all this. I lost my little magnet to hold the phone up, and I'm trying to get it. Trying to find some way to. Am I sideways now?
Yes.
Oh, well, this sucks.
Well, Patrick Surtain. Well, okay, let me just stick to the game today, okay? Vic Fangio won us this game, and the Mike Munchak, Rich Scangarello offense won us this game because they were forced to. And you guys want to get rid of Vic Fangio. You guys are fucking hilarious. You guys are just proving that you're stupid each and every day, STR and John Elway. I want to bring up something that I don't think it's going to be talked about by STR because they got a love affection for Justin Simmons.
Oh yeah, gotta tell them about this. This is great.
So the love affection for Justin Simmons, I think, has been an ultimate clusterfuck. And there's a guy named Ronald Darby who this man wanted 2 years ago, and you could have got him on a 1 or 2 year deal, pretty cheap. Don't like the contract, like the player. Yet Ronald Darby, it was in the first half. I think it was in the first half. Well, let me check my notes. It was the first or second half. It was in the second half. And Darby was yelling at Justin Simmons directly. And
well, he set him up. He set him up earlier.
And the whole reason that he's yelling at Justin Simmons because Justin Simmons doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, number one. And Justin Simmons is the quarterback of the secondary. So his job, yeah, Baron Browning has the green dot. We all know that. He tells what they're running. But in terms of secondary play, Justin Simmons is the one that gets those people lined up, supposedly, right? He's the one that gets those people lined up. And Darby was looking at him like, hey, what am I supposed to do? Tell me, hurry. Play gets snapped. He gets beat on a 10-yard out route. I believe it was to Keenan Allen or Mike Williams, one of those two players. And directly, he pushed him out of bounds, turned right around, yelled at Simmons, and The cameras panned away because that's what John Elway wants. That is the player, the third highest paid safety, right? The third highest paid safety. Well, he had 2-3 good plays in this game. He almost got an interception. He was tackling great in this game. But he's the third highest paid safety. So I'm going to hold him to a higher standard than just having 3 good plays.
But do we see him? Do we see him play like that, like Derwin James?
No, nope.
He's a nowhere man.
Same with John Jones.
Yeah, they're nowhere men.
They're nowhere men. And all you people just love you guys love Garrett Bowles. And Quinton Bailey played better than Garrett Bowles has played all year in just one game.
Yeah, and who was his assignment?
Joey Bosa? I mean, you fucking morons.
They don't want to ever talk about that. Then trashing Fleming out.
Yeah. And yeah, you want to trash Fleming out? Really? You want to trash Fleming out? What side were they running the whole fucking game? Was it the left side or the right side? Please tell the viewers.
Well, I didn't get to see the game. See,
right side.
Yeah,
they were having success running on the right side where Miners and Fleming are, and those are the two players that you're trying to drum out. And you want to move Miners to center. Leave Miners at guard. Remove Reisner into center, or go get a free agent veteran center.
Well, how about this? Instead of going after a stupid fucking quarterback in this draft, who did you say the number one center is?
The center from Iowa, who's an All-American center.
Yeah, can we ever get something like that in Denver?
Nope. No, we need We need quarterbacks like Kyle Pickett, Mark Willis. We need all those players. But, there's some really good tackles and guards in this draft class, just to talk about off topic, and we're not going to pick any of those. We're just going to let them just walk on by, and we're going to go get another free agent right tackle. We're going to go get a free agent guard to hide Miners and Moody, and we're going to start Reisner again. We're going to start Bowles, and we're going to start Cushenberry.
Because we can't develop anybody.
No, because this team, no one wants to come here, number one. You want to talk about a team that develops? I'm watching the Baltimore Ravens game. Those teams develop players, and they let them walk in free agency and then bring in new players and develop them again. That's a good NFL team. Okay, we're trash. We're dog shit. Oh well, our record says 6-5, and that's good enough for you. 6-5 is good enough when you beat just a terrible offensive line. And I said you can run on this defense. Did I not say that? Did not I not say attack the right side of the offensive line? And that's where most of the pressure was coming. Most of the game was the right side. Yeah. So I was surprised by the pressure. And I wasn't surprised that you were able to run on this game. Well, ultimately won this game for the Broncos was, number one, what we saw in the Super Bowl. Vic Fangio applied it to his defense and was creative with it, because that's the only way he can get pressure to the quarterback is being creative. He can't trust Draymond Jones or Shelby Harris when he's healthy, and Deshaun Williams and some players on that D-line to beat their men one-on-one. But you guys want to tell me Draymond Jones was double-teamed most of this game. That's so much bullshit. I will put tape out there saying that that's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. It's like you're going through your notes in this game.
Yes. I'm going to continue to go back to this 3 wide receiver sets because it's very fucking irritating to me. This offense sucks when they run that 3 wide receiver sets.
Yeah.
The signs are crap.
That's why we got to pay these receivers all this money.
85. And did they contribute to this game today?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay. So the commenter that came on here and said that they paid DeAndre Hopkins all that money, they were building their offense and defensive lines, and then they gave him that money. Did you forget about that?
Well, they don't know. They don't know anything about that. All they know are receivers. All they know are corners. All they know about is going to get retread quarterbacks. And like I said, I believe strongly that if Kirk Cousins could become available, that's who they would go after. because that's what we got here. They would
Yeah.
go after ultimate retread quarterback.
That's what we do. We go after retread players. We go after retread quarterbacks, and we plug and play players. That's the Elway model.
Yeah, plug and play. Yeah, no development. Because I want to say this. Everybody started just pounding on Locke, but the joke is really on you out there, because the fact is this is an organization that refuses to develop, refuses to not. It's not a matter of did they give him a chance. It's did they draft him to develop him. That's, oh yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. They get this idea they want to be the Kansas City Chiefs, and they don't even have a quarterback really to run it, and they don't have an offensive line to run it. It's so ass backwards the way this team does things. And I'm telling you, and I'm jumping ahead, but I'm telling you, you're going to see that 3 wide receiver set when next week, because they're going to want to. We're going to show we're the Chiefs now. We're the Chiefs. We're the Chiefs. So, maybe you do throw the ball in the Chiefs. I haven't broke the Chiefs down, but that's what you're going to probably see. It's going to be diametrically different from this game next week for sure.
To go back to what you were talking about with the development of Drew Lock, it's very tough for me to see Drew Lock ruined, because I grew up liking the kid. I grew up following his career closely, and I wanted him to be successful in the NFL. And I believe if he went to the right organization, they would have developed him correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he shouldn't have threw that pick. That was a bonehead decision on his part. He shouldn't have done it. That's the reality of the situation. He was an idiot for doing that. He was trying to make something happen when nothing was there. That's what we've seen throughout his college career, his high school career, and his NFL career so far.
And what makes it worse, though, and I'll say this, what makes it worse is that, he's basically been shit on by the organization. So he feels he has to do something. And I think if we put him in a development situation, we may be able to get that kind of thing.
Oh, you had it. And who fired Rich Gangarillo?
That was Elway.
Okay, it wasn't Vic Fangio, you morons, because he's just the defensive coordinator, he's not the head coach.
Yeah.
You guys need to get that through your head. Saying that we don't even have the player personnel to run the Kansas City offense. Okay, we don't have the offensive line. We don't have the quarterback. We don't have the play calling. We don't have the stability in the organization. We don't have even the receivers that run that. Okay, our receivers, Jerry Jeudy. Okay, again, you guys told me specifically, and all the other people, that Jerry Jeudy was going to transform this offense when he came back, and he hasn't done jack shit. He hasn't done.
Yeah, but that's an Elway talking point. That's an Elway talking, because that's an Elway pick. So you get these Elway talking points from these same shit.
But still, you were comparing him to Jerry Rice. So, and he was a first-round pick. Okay, you decided to pick him over you decided to pick him over players that are better than him right now in their careers right now. Okay, and you said that this guy that he's the missing ingredient to take this offense to the next level, to go 20 plus yards, and he hasn't done jack shit. Okay?
Well, I want to talk about this too. The how they got and ruined Noah Fant.
Oh, yep.
Now, when you listen to STR, it's all Noah Fant's fault. Everything's Noah Fant's fault. But when I look at the tape, Shurmur doesn't use him the way he should be used. They have him strictly blocking half the time, which makes absolutely no sense.
He's not a blocking tight end.
No. And then when they send him out to
it's 3 little out routes.
Well,
behind
yeah,
the
this
line.
guy's he's got more speed than the other guy. That's what I don't understand. Why do you have a speedy? Well, how can you blame a tight end when you don't use what he's good at?
Why do
He's
you
got
think? Oh, why do you think Albert O's looking good? Because that was an Elway pick. Noah Fant was a Rich Scangarillo, Vic Fangio pick, in my personal opinion.
it must be. We got to get away from this nonsense that these people in the office, this front office is toxic and it's a cancer.
This organization is toxic and a cancer, and so is the John Elway fan base because
I,
they love this shit. And I get it. I get it. I know you want to put butts in the seats. I get that. I get that. Okay, I understand that. Okay, but when they were fucking starting the game today, my dad and I were looking at each other. I'm like, there's hardly anybody in that stadium.
so you can thank John Elway for that.
No, thank you. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joe Ellis. Thank you, John Elway. You
Yeah,
morons.
yeah.
Um,
You can. It's
and
yeah.
you know what? And this game, I don't know what I said in the pregame. I said it'd be a close game. It was at half. It was a pretty close game. At half, they were coming back, starting to get their rhythm together, and then Vic Fangio started to be a genius out there. Because I have a love affair for Fangio. I don't care. I'll say it. I have a love affair for him because I think he's a great defensive mind. But this is going to. I think that this game proved our point more than anything is when your offensive line is protecting the quarterback when you're running a certain system that fits their strengths and the defensive line is getting pressure to the quarterback, it makes your whole entire players, all the other players on certain position groups on that defense, especially like a Patrick Surtain, look good. And that's what happened. Okay. His second interception was because of Austin Eckler, but his first interception was a great read by him, and I will give him credit for that.
Well, you know what I think his success came from was our push. We finally got
That's what I
pushed.
was saying.
We finally got pushed.
But creatively, not because of Draymond Jones and not because of one-on-ones, it was creative blitz technique. It was creative blitz schematics that caused those push up the middle. It wasn't because of Draymond Jones and Deshaun Williams and Mike Purcell doing it one-on-one on their guys. It was creative schematics with a blitzing purpose to get to the quarterback.
So
don't forget about that.
You can't just be bitching at the secondary outside of Simmons because they just go right after him.
Simmons sucks
big time. And if you have no pass rush, if you have zero pass rush, Chubb came back. And again, I wanted to talk about Chubb because again, these same people who don't know what they're talking about can only say, talk about him as a man on the island. What happened to Von Miller after? This is what I don't understand too about this fan base, this Elway fan base. They got rid of Malik Jackson, and we had to get rid of him. We couldn't pay him. Yet they used all this money and played Menelik Watson. Okay, so don't tell me they couldn't have paid him. Okay, it was bullshit. And so what do? They just talk about Von Miller, a man on the island. Oh, he's not what he was. Well, why is that? Why is that? And again, like Fant, why is that? Nobody talks about why is that because it points back to Elway. Okay? It all points back to Elway. And it's the fucking shit that he's pulled, the way that this team is structured. Again, band-aids. Anybody that we got that's good, get rid of them, unless it's an Elway pick. Just
you bring up a great point with Bradley Chubb because that's something that correlates to this game. Bradley Chubb was non-existent in this game. Okay, he was getting pressure. He was, but this isn't going to last the whole year. Okay, this is just something that happens when you have a guy like Vic Fangio. Because if you didn't have Vic Fangio on this team would be absolutely dog shit. It would be terrible. I mean, they would be giving up, and this would be Pat Shurmur's team in Elway's. It already is anyway. But you bring up a great point with Malik Jackson and Derek Wolfe because, when you have those type of players that are collapsing the middle and doing it 1-on-1, and you can drop coverage linebackers back, and you have a guy like Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware come off the edge, it makes your whole life easier. It does. We saw it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Is there anybody out there instead of these fucking
Nope.
quarterbacks?
Nope.
No, there's nobody. There's nobody in the middle that we don't have anybody.
Neal from Texas A&M is a guy that I like. Am I sold on him yet? No. And the guy that should be the number one pick is a defensive end from Oregon, but he's a 5 tech and a 4-3. So he doesn't fit our scheme. He doesn't fit our defense. But the guy to look out for is Neal. I like Neal. I like him. Is he a guy that I'm sold on? I need to watch more film on him because I'm still watching film on these prospects.
Well, Malik Jackson wasn't a top round pick. That's what I mean. I just wonder who's out there that.
The only person I've looked at are those two players because I just started my draft stuff. This is going to take me a while because it's still in the season. There's still to unpack with this team. I would love it. I would just love it if they would keep a guy like Kenny Young and just let Josie Jewell and Alexander Wana. And you know what? And when Josie, well, I don't know, was it Alexander Johnson and Baron Browning when they were playing together? It just seemed that those two weren't working well together. Now that these two have played together, they are just like Batman and Robin out there playing off of each other, knowing where their assignments are.
Okay, I want to talk about that. Go ahead.
So what I mean by that is I think Kenny Young is teaching Baron Browning. I think he's the best. Robin.
Yes, we have no development. It happened by accident. It fucking just drives me fucking nuts. You got fucking assholes out there, and what do they say? Oh, this guy, it's just a John Madden, the gameplay. Fuck you. Start fucking thinking for a change. We have no development. You got one by accident. You got a guy that can bring somebody up. God, please don't fuck it up.
They will. We know this.
They do not know football. They just don't get it.
And for the person that said that Kenny Young is better on Madden 22 than he is an NFL player, there's a reason why he is playing in the NFL and you're not. There's a reason for it. And I'm not going to attack you personally, but dude, I know that you do not watch film when you say stupid shit like that. And you're trying to fucking tell me that that you would sign Josie Jewell over fucking Kenny Young? Josie Jewell, a guy that did get better in some aspects, okay? But he's 27 and Kenny Young's 25. Pick your motherfucking player, motherfucker. Kenny Young is a better player than Josie Jewell and Alexander Johnson ever were. Get that through your head. I know it hurts. I know it hurts in the ass. I know that your Elway players aren't living up to the hype. Okay, they're just not. Kenny Young came in here and is developing Baron Browning, and he is a damn good player, and you guys will run that motherfucker out of town just like Noah Fant, just like Bryce Callahan, just like Kareem Jackson, just like you did with Janovich, just like you did with Chris Harris Jr. Oh, did you see him in the game all fired up talking shit on the sideline?
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah, John, fuck you. God, man, fucking this.
Stevens is playing better than Justin Simmons, what I'm hearing.
Stearns.
What's that?
Stearns.
Yes. I'm sorry. Stearns. Yes.
Stearns.
What's that?
This team, man. Stearns is playing better than the third highest paid safety in the NFL.
Yeah. I even heard one of the KOA people talking about. They said he's already playing like a veteran.
And you pay Justin Simmons.
He baited the quarterback.
And we saw Justin Simmons try to do that, and he sucked at it and failed.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the ability to do that.
No. Yeah.
Oh man, this team, and they're going to get rid of Kenny Young, and they'll sign one of those Josie Joe Alexander Johns back that will hamper. They're going to fight. Fangio's going to leave and go off and do better, bigger, and better things. They're going to fire Fangio. They're going to hamper Baron Brownie's development, just like they did with Reisner.
And
And
fans.
but fan too. And we're just going to see the same repeating process over and over and over again until we get an owner that doesn't meddle, just like the Carolina owner's doing now, and meddling, and we get a guy in here that holds people accountable, doesn't meddle, and lets the GM and the player personnel and the scouts do their job and get good people in the organization.
So what has been quarterback is out there for John Elway, who can't get
Oh, so you want me to speculate on guys who are out there?
John Elway, yeah. What has been is out there.
I wouldn't be shocked if we franchise tag Teddy. I wouldn't be shocked if we get Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't be shocked if we try to go after Russell Wilson.
Going after is one thing, but actually landing, that's something else.
Derek Carr.
You think Carr's going to leave?
Yes.
Do you think Elway's? Oh, well, he's an Oakland Raider. He should. Elway's salivating.
Oh man, there's just, it's ridiculous. Retread quarterbacks. I wouldn't be shocked if we went after. Oh man, there's a lot of them. I wouldn't be shocked if we go after Matt Ryan.
He's up there on the retread list with Elway, isn't he?
Yep, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, we should do sweepstakes. Guess which retread.
Yeah, well. Oh man,
Matt Ryan, he's a name, isn't he?
Yes, he's a name. So I have a note right here. It says Simmons was too late on a wheel route to the tight end Anderson. And this was in the second half, and this just really pissed me off because this is the type of shit that this man gets away with. Justin Simmons was beat on a wheel route by a tight end that was 6'8", 200 and some pounds, didn't have a lot of speed to him. And Herbert laid it perfectly in there, and it was a perfect route and a perfect combination, and Simmons just got absolutely destroyed on this play. I mean, I have Sutton slow down on the slant route. Where are the highest paid receivers at? Where are they? Where's Draymond Jones? The Broncos is getting...
your Elway feel-good crowd there.
Yeah. To all the feel-good crowds, where was the highest paid receivers at? To all the feel-good crowd, where was Draymond Jones? Well, he was getting double-teamed. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I saw him double-teamed one to three times, and that's it. And that guy's the next Aaron Donald and DeForest Buckner. You fucking idiots. Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy. I feel so sorry for Teddy and Drew Lock. I feel sorry for both of them because John Elway is the only GM/owner out there that would do to a quarterback. To these two quarterbacks.
He's looking for another one to kill.
Yep, he's looking
before he walks out the door.
Andrew Beck, when they were running the Rich Scangarello offense, they weren't running it. They didn't have a fullback in there. Did you see Andrew Beck blocking for Javonte Williams? Oh, okay. No. Nobody's going to talk about that. STR and all you fucking morons won't talk about that. Simmons didn't help Fuller when he got beat on 3rd and long. Yep, Simmons didn't help him at all. Shocker. Darby, I think Ronald Darby's our best corner right now.
Oh yeah.
But we had a play design on 3rd and 7 that was god awful in the first half. Okay, it was a 3-yard out route to, I think it was Noah Fant. That's why I brought it up earlier.
Yeah. His guy's got speed, so we'll only run him out 3 yards.
But with Alberto, we'll get him past the sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Herbert looked like Trevor Lawrence out there today because of the pressure.
Oh yeah.
So everybody that says this guy's the next up and coming quarterback, look what happened. It proved our point. Look what happens when you apply pressure to a quarterback and you get him off his spot. It will make him it will make him think, and it will make him feel uncomfortable, and it will get him off the spot. Good God.
I want to talk about these quarterbacks for a second.
Patrick Mahomes.
I want to talk about these quarterbacks for a second. Well, everybody was just couldn't get over, trash and lockout. Something happened that nobody talked about was a big deal. Both quarterbacks got away with 2 fumbles, basically, or a potential fumble and fumble. But it had less to do with the quarterbacks and it had more to do with the pressure. And I'm wondering, going into next week, because next week's going to be pass happy city.
And we play on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, and exactly. So you won't much of the running game. It's going to be beat up Teddy.
Oh God!
Throw, and I'm predicting this is the game that everybody's going to come down on him. But really, again, to my opinion, this is a Pat Shurmur. It'll be a Pat Shurmur, John Elway mess.
Colossal failure once again.
Yeah, because they want to prove, and they want to do it. They want to prove they're the Kansas City Chiefs.
They never will.
No. We paid these receivers.
And comparing those two to DeAndre Hopkins just made, oh my God.
Hopkins is a different type.
Stupidity. I'm sorry. It screams stupidity. The Cardinals gave DeAndre Hopkins. Why are you putting those 2 wide receivers in the same breath as DeAndre Hopkins and even the Cardinals? They're the top of the NFC, and they're fucking 9-3 for a reason. Don't put us in the same conversation as the Cardinals and DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, we could talk about the lines on the Cardinals.
They're way better than ours.
It's where it all starts. They've been working and building on that.
Oh, and who did they trade for in the offseason? Rodney Hudson, the best center. Okay, top 3 center in the league. Still,
everybody gets these guys except the Bronco fans can't get it. They can't get it in their freaking heads. They can't.
And how did the Bills look on Thanksgiving?
They look bad.
Oh, Josh Allen. Did you forget about the defense and offensive line? Oh, okay. And the play calling and the ownership and the stability for the Cardinals and the Bills. Get out of here with that. That comment made me so. This is why I don't want to. That comment frustrated me so much because you are sitting there and telling me with a straight face because that giving those 2 combined $85 million is good for this organization and good for the future going forward for this organization, right?
Oh, they were going. Oh, yeah. That's the sports talk radio. And that's just it. This is what I want to say. We have these people that just continue to cheer these failed. I'm going to say that I was going to say policy.
Policy.
Yeah, no, they keep cheering the same bad decisions. They keep peppering this team. Cheer! Oh yeah, give Justin Simmons that. Oh yes! Oh yeah! Give Garrett Bowles. Yes! Give that money to Menelik Watson. Yes!
Donald Stevenson. Yes!
and it just doesn't end. They
It will
never
never
learn
end.
their lesson.
It will never end until Elway's out of there.
I know.
They
And I
go
if
ahead.
whoever's there, they do the same thing as Elway exactly. Oh, they'll all be all up in arms. Oh, I never believed in this. I never. Well, you did when Elway was doing it. You all thought it was wonderful.
85 mil to two players combined. And they were non-existent. And you know what? Just because I'm going to apply the same logic that I do to Justin Simmons and Garrett Bowles. I'm going to hold those two to a higher standard now. When they play like shit, I'm calling them out. I'm done. When you're 4 years, $64 million, and 3 years, $34 million. Do you see the Patriots doing that?
Of course not.
Do you see the Chiefs doing that?
You see the Bills doing that.
Do you see the Colts doing that?
Oh, we're ahead of the Colts now. We're ahead of the Colts.
Oh, for now.
Everybody get out and celebrate. That's just it too. We're finally winning.
Mile High Huddle was saying, "We told you so. We told you so. Don't listen to those false conspiracy theory platforms out there. We told you so."
What the hell did they say? What the hell did they tell anybody?
We told you
We're
this
wrong all the time.
Mile High Report, same thing. 104.3 The Fan, same thing. We told you so. We told you this would be this is us. This is how we're gonna play. We're going to the playoffs.
Well, wait a minute. No, it's not. Because the majority of what they do, and that the majority of what Elway and Shurmur do, is the three wide receiver set. This is exactly the opposite of what they do. And when they do it, they win. But they don't want to do it because they signed these receivers so they wouldn't be this team. This game proves exactly the opposite.
It proves our
point. The fucking asshole said.
It proves our point.
Exactly. It totally proves our point.
$84 million roughly to two players
who were non-existent in a big win. But isn't that so Elway?
Yes.
And these people are so conditioned to all these bad decisions.
And Justin Simmons, our spokesperson. Yeah, Justin Simmons. Get the fuck out of
here. Who gets beaten, burdened, and targeted constantly. I would.
Javonte Williams is an absolute stud. I want to put that out there when he's used properly. And, Melvin Gordon. Melvin. We're going to give you more touches, but Javonte's going to look better. God, Elway, I fucking hate you, dude. I fucking want you out of this organization. Man.
Yeah, well, he's a name. Gordon's a name.
Gordon didn't fumble today, Mile High Huddle. He looks good today.
He didn't fumble today. He didn't fumble today.
Draymond Jones was getting sure. We told you so. This dude is starting to show his ability.
Did they really say Draymond Jones?
Yes.
I didn't even hear his name once. I didn't even know the guy was on the team today.
This is another thing they said. I quit when after they said it. I was like, I'm done listening to this shit. They said that Tim Patrick and Cortland Sutton were making an impact today, and they said it wasn't receiving, it was run blocking. We're run blocking. Go back and watch the film. Go back and watch the tapes. They were not helping in run blocking. They were running in between the tackles behind Reisner or behind Miners.
Well, they looked like a bunch of fucking assholes in this game, after one of their little minions came and called us out. And it turns out, yeah, they didn't need these two. And that's why, the warden, John Elway, he gets pissed off. This game pisses him off because it's not what he wants to do. You gotta just keep. Yeah, you're gonna see next week. It's gonna be bombs away. We're featuring these receivers, bombs away. Now, I don't know if Kansas City's defense is susceptible to the passing game. I don't know.
I have to look at the film. They have been better the last 3 to 4 weeks. So
yeah, and I don't know what their problem was. If their problems were prior, but where the Denver Broncos are definitely not hitting them at the right time.
No, they're coming off of a fucking bye.
Yeah.
This fucking team, man. Oh, man, we need to go after a middle linebacker this offseason. We need to get better at that position. Really? There's 2 guys that are playing good right now.
Well, where were they 2 seasons ago? Where were they this season? Yeah, these guys are so stupid. It's just and so bad at what they do.
Not just them. It's everybody. They. When you're comparing Kenny Young to Madden, that he's better in Madden than on the film, you're obviously putting the spin out there, and you really believe that your fucking listeners are stupid. Because when I sit there and listen to that doesn't show me that you are intellectual when it comes to, and you say that you watch film. Yeah, the film that you don't have.
Yeah.
Like Mile High Huddle and STR and all these bullshit and Mile High Report. You guys sit there and promote this propaganda like the world today with the stupid COVID bullshit. You sit there and promote this bullshit that John Elway and Dove Valley put out there, saying that Justin Simmons is a top 3 safety. Kenny Young and Baron Browning aren't on the level of a Josie Jewell and Alexander Johnson. All this bullshit. We paid 2 receivers roughly $84 million total. That's going to help. That is going to help when we get Aaron Rodgers. Going to help transform this offense. You said that with Jerry Jeudy when he came back. It would help transform this offense. Again, this game proved our point more than your dumbasses' points, because when they were running, when they were forced to run it, it wasn't because they chose to. They were forced to run the Mike Munchak offense. They had success. When Vic Fangio was being creative and applying pressure to the quarterback in a blitzing schematic way, they had success. Up the middle, right? Yet, hard on the edges, soft in the middle. Receivers, quarterback. Forget the offensive line. Forget the tight ends that can block. Forget
the defensive line. Forget the heavy tight end sets. Now, I want to also say something that they don't want to bring up is the fact that when you get that push up the middle, you get the quarterback off his spot, which we saw some of that today. And no, I did not hear the word Draymond Jones, not one time on the radio. Thank you. When you get that, guess what? That helps out the secondary. And since they were picking on Surtain, which I think they should stop doing that and actually start doing more Justin Simmons, because that formula seemed to work. Again,
they started doing that late in the second half, but it was too late.
Yeah, they should have started off with that, just like some of the other teams did, especially the Ravens really went after him. I mean, big time, because they know. I mean, they totally know. And so getting the quarterback off his spot, getting him confused helps the secondary out. God, what a revelation that is. And nobody will talk about that except this channel. Nobody will.
No, because they're scared. They can't. They're paid for by STR and Dove Valley to put out talking points and to spin bullshit. And I'm just totally shocked that I had to hear that stupidity come out, and it put a realization in my head that they get paid for this and I don't, and yet I'm still right on everything. Not everything.
But we're bad. Yeah, we basically bat 1,000. Oh, absolutely. And that's another reason when you're right, especially during when a team's as crappy as this one is. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear the sunshine, the lollipops. But next week is going to be really interesting because there's no way. Again, all this is going to be forgotten. This Munchak system running, all that's going to be pretty much forgotten. You'll get the token runs, and it's going to be pass.
Yeah, you'll have a good play from Javonte Williams here and there. You'll like the token runs. You'll have the plays here and there that are Rich Gangrel. You get Mike Munchak. Yeah, go ahead. And then you won't hear from it for another 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Mike Munchak. You know, that's give and take bullshit.
Well, I was going to have you discuss give and take. But the give was this game. The take is going to be the next week because I guarantee you. Because, let me tell you something else. Before this game, you had the 104 crowd saying that you got to throw the ball all over the place. We just paid these receivers. Throw the ball for this game. The KOA side was saying run the ball. So they were split. So all the idiots that said throw the ball, obviously you got it wrong. But that's all you're going to hear. That's all you're going to hear next week. Go in there and just throw the ball. Got to throw the ball. They're saying the opposite of what they have themselves even been saying because of this signing.
This team sucks. I'm done. This team sucks.
But they won. They got a winning record.
Oh, they're 6-5. Holy shit. I'm so proud of this team. They're 3-5. Or they're 6-5. Oh my God. I'm so proud to be 6-5.
They're still at the bottom of the AFC West.
Yep.
Because
they beat the second best quarterback in the division. Oh, they beat the second best quarterback in the division.
I don't know. Maybe Derek Carr is better. Maybe Derek Carr should come to the Broncos. What do you think?
Yeah. Give Matt a call. Give Matt Ryan a call.
Yeah, we could kill them. We could get him killed.
Yeah, let's go get Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a retread they're like no other right there.
Whew.
Whatever we do.
Let's not develop players.
No. We got to go get an inside linebacker. Oh, God.
They said that Draymond Jones was starting to. They said. Kenny Young is only good on Madden.
Well, I can't let it upset me because, I mean, quite frankly, I had to get away from that because it's just I can't listen. I can only listen to so much stupidity for so long.
Why do you think I turned it off after 5 minutes in?
Yeah. And these people just spoon gobbling. Oh yeah, give me some Aaron Rodgers.
Give me your merch. Give me your super chats. Fucking morons.
Oh yeah. And honestly, what they all should do, not even listen to us. Believe me, no. They should actually just sit down and really watch the film over and over and over again. Just watch it.
You really think those people have the capability of doing that?
No.
Okay, I'm not getting. No.
Or they'll watch it with blinders on or something. But
no, they'll watch Cody Rourke highlights. Is that good enough?
We got to highlight this. We had one for Dallas. We got some highlights.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, did you see Justin Simmons almost intercept that play? That was on the highlight reel.
Yeah, it was almost. He almost did it. He just about, almost so close.
So so close.
I'm looking at that Charger safety though. I got my eye on that. That's what I want. That's the stuff I want. I don't want.
Mika Fitzpatrick, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I don't. Less more him and less Simmons. I think for me,
Add Stearns. Put
more Stearns than Simmons for sure.
please.
Oh, that's another thing too. Thank God Elway's leaving.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Let's not get our hopes.
Leaving and staying. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
like he fired himself and gave him a raise. A raise.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God. Why did this have to happen to this organization? It's just like, God, Pat, you should have stayed away from aspartame. That guy was always chewing that sugar-free gum that's full of aspartame, and it rotted his head. He got aspartame brained.
Oh, conspiracy!
I know. Yeah, I know. Just take that pipe, put it right up to Dow Chemical, right into your mouth. Hey, you can't get enough chemicals. Believe me, you just can't get enough. Roll your sleeve up and take some spikes, while you're at it.
Oh God, that's exactly what they would do. Yeah. Jump off a cliff? All right, let's do it. Media told me to do it.
Media and the doctor told me to do it. It would help reconfigure my attitude and my bone structure.
It helped me get smarter.
Yeah.
God. But whatever you do, let's not develop players.
Now just pick up some Band-Aids somewhere. Maybe we'll got some Matt Ryan. I did like Matt Ryan back in the day.
6 years ago.
Yeah. But I guess Atlanta ruined him. What the fuck? I'm not going to get into Atlanta. I'm always curious. What the hell what the hell's going on over there? Always what's that?
Nothing.
Like Detroit. What the hell's going on with how come they haven't done anything since 1952?
Okay, well, their record. Okay. People misconstrue Detroit, and we play them in 2 weeks, and I don't want people to think that this is going to be an easy win because they play hard. They do. Their record doesn't show. They haven't won a game, but they are building something there in Detroit when it comes to offense and defensive line play the way that you're supposed to do it. So let's just not overlook that team, please, because their first win might be us.
Yeah, I could see that too. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to get going.
Cool.
Yeah, I know we're going to be probably sharing some things, but I have to shut. Yeah, I can't watch any huddle or STR. I'm sure they were just going to hear, oh, Drew Lock.
We told you so. We told you.
So, yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think Teddy Bridgewater still has many, many more interceptions than Locke, but
I think that reality is starting to hit that we told you so. The truth hurts. So it does.
Yeah. But I don't know. Never mind. They'll get Kirk Cousins somehow.
You know a retread linebacker, Dante Hightower. I would not be shocked if we go after that dude. He's a free agent.
Oh, okay. Just another name, right?
Yeah, get Dante Hightower. He's 32, past his prime. Let's go. Won a Super Bowl.
No, I think we ought to wait a few years and then bring him in. Maybe when he's 38.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we'll bring him in at 38. He's a name.
So we're going to bring Patrick Mahomes in when he's 40?
No, 50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah, we'll really age him up a bit.
Yeah. Same with Abear. We're going to bring him in when he's 60?
Sure. We'll wait for him to, yeah.
Or let's just go get Joe Flacco again. Start this process over.
Yeah, you're thinking now. Yeah, remember everybody? Well, I'm sure the huddle was probably all, yeah. Those dimwits.
Yep, those dumbasses.
Oh, we never said we wanted him. Roll the tape.
We never said we wanted to go 20+ yards. Roll the tape.
Roll the tape. All right. Well, we'll see you. It was fun. I can't wait to watch the game. Then I'll probably have.
Oh, I'm off till next Monday. So I have a whole week off. I'll be free.
If I wish I had that kind of time, I've been working on a home improvement, so that's the reason I haven't been able to break the film down. That's a 2-day process to do that.
Yep.
To get it, to view it, to catalog it, and then to shoot it, and then put it on. It's
you don't do film. You don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that film that we put out, yeah, we didn't do that.
No, we have people behind the scenes that do it for us.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I wish I could get paid for it. It'd be great because I could really put a quality product together, but it wouldn't make the Bronco fans probably so happy all the time. So, yeah. All right. I better let you roll.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.